Good morning students. This is class 12th maths lecture 11th of chapter 7th integrals. So first of all we will discuss the questions of exercise 7.4. So see question number 17th is integral of x plus 2 upon root x square minus 1 into dx. Now I have told you that write down this numerator as equal to a into derivative of x square minus 1 plus b. Now x plus 2 as it is, derivative of this will be 2x plus b. Compare the coefficient of x, here it is 1 and here it is 2a. So you will get a as 1 by 2 and constant term is this. So you will get b as equal to 2. So the given integral, which is this, now becomes 1 by 2 into 2x, a into 2x plus b, which is 2, right? Now this can be written as 1 by 2 integral of 2x upon root x square minus 1 plus 2 integral of 1 upon root x square minus 1. Now see, in this you will let x square minus 1 as t, then 2x into dx exists in the numerator, which will be dt, and you also know the integral of 1 upon root x square minus a square, right? So the first integral will become 1 by 2 integral of, in place of this, root t, and 2x into dx is dt. Now when you will solve this integral, this will be t raised to the power 1 by 2 upon 1 by 2. But the 1 by 2 in the denominator will get cancelled with this 1 by 2. So you will get t 1 by 2 only. And in place of t, again write down this value, x square minus 1, right? And for this integral, 2 as it is, integral of 1 upon root x square minus a square is log mod of x plus root x square minus a square, and here a square is 1. So this will remain as it is, right? Now question number 18th is integral of 5x minus 2 upon 1 plus 2x plus 3x square into dx. So we will write this numerator 5x minus 2 as equal to a into derivative of the denominator. Now derivative of 1 is 0, derivative of 2x is 2, and derivative of 3x square is 6x plus b. Now compare the coefficients. Here the coefficient of x is 5 and here the coefficient of x is 6a. So 6a is equal to 5 gives a as 5 by 6, right? And the constant, here it is minus 2 and here the constant is 2a plus b. So when you will solve this, you will get b as minus 11 by 3, right? Therefore in place of this numerator, writing this, you will get 5 by 6 into 2 plus 6x upon denominator into dx plus b upon denominator. So b is minus 11 by 3 integral of 1 upon 1 plus 2x plus 3x square into dx, right? Now see, for this first integral, if we let this denominator as equal to t, then derivative of this is numerator only. So take this as equal to t, then you will get 2 plus 6x into dx equal to dt. Therefore this integral will become 5 by 6 into integral of 1 upon t into dt. Now see, this integral you know how to solve it. Write down this as 3 into x plus 1 by 3 whole square plus root 2 by 3 whole square. Now this integral will become integral of, in place of this equation, 3 into x plus 1 by 3 whole square plus root 2 by 3 whole square, right? Now see, this will be 5 by 6 integral of 1 by t is log mod t, minus, take out this 3 common from the integral, so you will get minus 11 by 9 into integral of 1 upon x plus 1 by 3 whole square plus root 2 by 3 whole square. Now this is the integral of the type 1 upon x square plus a square, and integral of 1 upon x square plus a square is tan inverse x by a, 1 by a outside, right? So now 5 by 6 log, in place of this t, write down the value which you assumed, minus 11 by 9. Now integral of this will be 1 upon a is root 2 by 3 into tan inverse x by a, plus c. Solve this term as it is, minus this will be 11 upon 3 root 2 into tan inverse 3x plus 1 by root 2 plus c. Question number 25th is integral of 1 upon root 9x minus 4x square, right? So if you will compare this with the general quadratic equation, then you will get a as minus 4, b as equal to 9, and c is 0 because there is no constant term. So write down this 9x minus 4x square as equal to a bracket x plus b, which is 9, upon 2a. So 2a will be minus 8 whole square, plus c upon a, c is 0, a is minus 4, minus b square upon 4a square. So minus 4 square is 16, and 16 into 4 is 64. Now this will become minus 4 into x minus 9 by 8 whole square, plus now this will be minus 81 by 64, which can be written as minus 9 by 8 whole square, right? So this integral will now become, see, you will get this term inside the root, right? Therefore this term will become, this is because minus here, and this minus minus will become plus, so you will get 9 by 8 whole square minus x minus 9 by 8 whole square. Also this 4 inside the root can be taken out common from the integral as 1 by 2, right? Because root 4 is 2. Now 1 by 2 as it is, this is the integral of 1 upon root a square minus x square, which is sine inverse x here is complete this, x minus 9 by 8 upon a here is 9 by 8 plus c. So take the LCM. So you will get 1 by 2 sine inverse 8x minus 9 upon 9 plus c. Clear? Now today we will discuss the integration by partial fractions. So see, we use this method when the rational function is given to us to integrate, right? So you know a rational function is of type px upon qx, where px and qx are the polynomials of x, and also qx should not be equal to 0. Then we say that rational function, that is this function, is proper if the degree of the px is less than the degree of the qx. Then we say the rational function is proper, and we say that the rational function is improper if degree of px is either equal to degree of qx or greater than degree of qx. In such case, before applying partial fraction method, first you have to make the function proper. That is, you have to divide px with qx so that you will get the degree of px as less than degree of qx, right? Now see, there are some forms of rational functions. So the first is px plus q upon x minus a into x minus b, where a is not equal to b. So if such type of rational function is given to you to integrate, then first of all write down this as in the form of a upon x minus a plus b upon x minus b, right? Compare these two and find out the value of a and b. Then change the integral from this to the integral of this. Because a and b are constant, you will take it out from the integral, and 1 upon x minus a and 1 upon x minus b is easy to integrate, right? So the another rational function form is px plus q upon x minus a whole square. Now because a and b are equal, therefore it will be x minus a whole square. If such type of rational function exists, then write down it as this complete as equal to a upon x minus a plus b upon x minus a whole square, right? And then again find the value of a and b. If suppose this type of rational function comes, px square plus qx plus r upon x minus a into x minus b into x minus c. Now you can see in this also degree of the px, that is degree of the polynomial in the numerator, is less than the degree of the denominator. You can apply the method of partial fraction only when the degree of the polynomial in numerator is less than the degree of the polynomial in the denominator. If it is not proper function, then first make the function proper and then do it, right? Here also the degree of x is 2 and in the numerator it is 1. Here also the degree of x is 2 and in numerator it is 1. Here the degree of numerator, the polynomial which is in numerator is 2. So the degree in the denominator is 3, right? So this is also a proper function because degree of the polynomial in numerator is less than the degree of the polynomial in the denominator. Therefore, this can be written as a upon x minus a plus b upon x minus b plus c upon x minus c. And be sure that this c is different from this c. These two are not equal. Clear? Now, if suppose the rational function given to you is as px square plus qx plus r upon x minus a whole square into x minus b. So, here also the degree of x of the polynomial in numerator is 2 and here it is 3. So, this is a proper function, right? It can be written as equal to a upon x minus a plus b upon x minus a whole square plus c upon x minus b. And if this type of rational function comes, where see this is x minus a and this x square plus bx plus c cannot be solved further. That is, you cannot find the real roots of this quadratic equation. Then it can be written as a upon x minus a plus bx plus c upon x square plus bx plus c. You can only do this if this cannot be solved further. If you are able to find the roots of this, then it will either become this form or this form, right? If this cannot be solved, then this complete can be written as a upon x minus a plus bx plus c upon x square plus bx plus c. Clear? Where this b and c are different from this b and c, right? Now let us see some examples to understand this. Example, suppose this is the question given to you, 1 upon x plus 1 into x plus 2. Either you can apply the method of the previous exercise, right? Or you can apply the partial fraction. Now this can be written as a upon x plus 1 plus b upon x plus 2. Take the LCM, so you'll get LCM as x plus 1 into x plus 2 and in the numerator a into x plus 2 plus b into x plus 1. Now see, this term will get cancelled with this, right? So here you will get 1, which can also be written as 0x plus 1, and this numerator will become a plus b into x plus 2a plus b. Now compare the coefficients of x and the constant terms. So the coefficient of x from here is a plus b and from here it is 0, and the constant term from here it is 1 and here 2a plus b. So when you will solve these two, you will get a as 1 and b as minus 1. Now given this integral will be equal to a is 1, so 1 upon x plus 1 plus b upon x plus 2 and b is minus 1, so minus 1 upon x plus 2, right? Now this is equal to integral of 1 upon x plus 1 into dx minus integral of 1 upon x plus 2 into dx. Now solve this. Integral of 1 upon x plus 1 is log mod of x plus 1 minus integral of this will be log mod of x plus 2, and log m minus log n can be written as log mod of m upon n. So m is x plus 1, n is x plus 2 plus c. Clear? Now see this question. In this question, see this function or this rational function is not proper. Why? Because degree of the numerator and degree of the polynomial in denominator is same. Therefore, first of all, we will make this function as proper. For this, divide this x square plus 1 with the denominator. So when you will divide this, it will go at 1 and you will get the remainder as minus 5 plus 5x. Now this given integral can be written as 1 plus remainder upon the divisor x square minus 5x plus 6. So the given integral will now become integral of this, which can be written as integral of 1 plus integral of this term, right? Now to solve this integral, first of all see if this can be factorized or not. So this can be written as x minus 3 into x minus 2, numerator as it is. Now either in this you can apply the previous exercise method, or by the partial fraction we can write this as equal to a upon x minus 3 plus b upon x minus 2. Now take the LCM, then you will get a into x minus 2 plus b into x minus 3 equal to this 5x minus 5. When you will take LCM, you will get LCM as x minus 3 into x minus 2, which will get cancelled with this, right? So you will get, after comparing the coefficients, coefficient of x is 5 and here the coefficient of x will be a plus b, and the constant term is minus 5 and here it is minus 2a minus 3b. Now solve these two equations to get the values of a and b, which will be 10 and minus 5. So the solution of this integral now will be equal to 10 upon x minus 3 plus b is minus 5. So integral of minus 5 upon x minus 2. So this will be 10. Outside the integral of 1 upon x minus 3 will be log mod of x minus 3. Minus 5 is constant. So integral of 1 upon x minus 2 will be log mod of x minus 2 plus c, right? Now the integral of the complete given function, which is equal to the integral of 1 plus integral of this. Now we know integral of 1 is x plus integral of this, we just founded it as this. So x plus 10 log of mod x minus 3 minus 5 log of mod x minus 2 plus c, right? So this method is easier than the previous exercise method. So it is better if you will apply the method of partial fractions in the questions where rational function is given to you. Okay. So your homework is you have to do question 1 to 12 of exercise 7.5.